Top Hat is an interactive app that allows instructors to sync their lecture slides to its online server and screen share with students so that students may follow along on their own pace. Instructors also have the option to use Top Hat's interactive whiteboard mode, which allows instructors to draw and make comments on presented material. Additionally, Top Hat allows professors to add interactive quizzes and surveys to their lectures in order to encourage student participation and learning. Top Hat quickly grades and records each student's scores within its server, in addition to taking attendance. Next, we're going to get into the setup of Top Hat. First, you want to go to tophat.com and scroll all the way to the bottom. Under Products, you want to click on Support. You are redirected to the support page. At the bottom, you'll see both the student getting started and the professor getting started. So we're going to click on Student first. And as you can see, there's a quick video that you can watch, as well as a brief outline on how to set up your student account. And for professors, there's also a brief video up at the top, as well as many different ways in which you can create a course, how you can add things to your course, how you can use the whiteboard, many different areas. And if you have any questions, this is one of the best places in which you can go to get support. After you've gone ahead and made your Top Hat account, professors will want to go and create a course for their class. How to create a course is you want to click on the Create a Course button in the top right-hand screen, and then you want to type in the course name, when the course start date is, the subject of the course. The course code will be given to you, and that is to allow students to enter that course. And you can also put a course description in there as well, just in case your students forget what course they are in. After you've created your course, you're going to want to enter said course so that you can add students to the course. In order for students to join your course, you want to direct them to the upper left-hand corner where it says the course name, Capstone in this case, and there will be a join code. Students will be able to type in that code in order for them to be added to the classroom. There is no cap limit for how many students can enter your class, and as soon as they have entered the class, they will show up on the class roster. After students have joined your course, you're going to want to take attendance. So you're going to hit that content button again, then you're going to hit the create button on the left-hand side, and then under Top Hat Classroom, you're going to click Take Attendance. A code is going to pop up, much like when students join the classroom. It's very important to note that this code is location specific, so even if someone within your classroom shares that code with someone who's not in the classroom, they will not be able to be counted as in attendance for your course for that day. The next feature that we would like to show everyone is how to upload course content. So what you're going to do is hit that create button, and you want to upload slides, which is right under the Top Hat Classroom. And you are going to have several different options. You can take a photo, choose from your photo library, or browse if you're on an iPad. It's a little bit different if you're on a desktop, but browse is probably the best way you want to go on that iPad. And then you want to just look for those different PowerPoints and upload it. It takes maybe about 3 to 4 minutes to upload slides, and you'll be on your way. And then we just want to quickly go through how presenting those slides work. So what you want to do is click on those uploaded slides, and then go over to the right-hand side of the screen. You're going to see this big present. You're going to click on it. Again, your join code is going to pop up, and those are for those students that might be straggling behind, so they are able to join. And then you just want to start that presentation as a professor, and you're going to have all the control. It is important to mention that if students have Top Hat up, they can also follow along with you However, they will not be in control and won't be able to move any further. So right now on Jen's screen, it probably says something like 3 out of the 6 out of the bottom, which means she only has access to the first 3 slides. She cannot go forward, but she can go backward in case she missed something in her lecture notes. It's important that Jen is important to note that Jen is unable to take any notes, but she is able to open up either her note page or go into OneNote where she can write down any notes that she wants, or if she has a piece of paper, she's able to write it there. But again, she's not able to go forward within the presentation. We're just gonna end it. It's in that top left-hand screen. And once you're done presenting the course material for the day, you can also assign this course material, these PowerPoints, either as homework or review. So I'm going to click on review here, and I'm just going to assign. It says to all students. The assignment will then pop up on the students assigned tab, which they can then access for the purpose of studying or review as long as the professor leaves it up. Going back to discuss some more features that you can use with the Create tool, the next one we're going to talk about is a whiteboard sketch, and you are able to upload this whiteboard sketch. It's just a blank slide, and you can put it anywhere within your uploaded slides. I chose slide 6. So what you can do is you can go in, present, unassign and present. That's an important note. You want to make sure you unassign. If you assign anything to students, you want to make sure you unassign so then you can present in class. Again, it'll tell you, it'll pop up for you. So if you forget, no worries there. Want to start that presentation. It's going to go right from that slide you chose. I chose this slide specifically because I wanted to outline that you can actually draw on your screen here. Not very well at the moment because of the angle that I'm at, but as you can see, I said hello, not well, but you get the gist. We're gonna hit the next screen, and we're gonna go to that newly added whiteboard screen. Now, when you're on the Windows browsing, it's not as crystal clear when you're trying to use the Apple Pencil or any sort of mouse. Again, it looks not the best, but it's still a feature nonetheless. It actually looks a lot better if you use the app, and we're just going to open it up. And although that's what I just drew, you can see it's much clearer when using the app. Next, we are going to go back into that desktop version of Top Hat, and we're going to show you how to create a question. So what you want to do, again, hit that create button, tap question, and just to make things easier, obviously you have a lot of different things to choose from, but we're going to hit multiple choice, and it's going to type up, so let's just call this question 1, the question, what is my last name? We're going to go with Hall, Paul, or call. I know, trick question here. And then we're going to go down, we're going to set a timer. We're going to keep it at 60 seconds. You've got an option for group question, but that's in beta, so we're going to just ignore that for now. We can have an explanation for a correct response. Obviously, we're not going to do that for this one, but we definitely can. But we want to make sure that we hit that the correct answer is indeed my last name, which is Hall, and everything else looks good, so we're going to save that. Next, we're just going to see if it works. So we're going to hit present, start presentation, and Jen, again, it should pop back up on her screen, and we're just going to hit that next button because we need to go to the new question that has been assigned. And Jen's going to pick a question, an answer to the question, and we're going to see if she gets it right. And it looks like she has just answered. So at the bottom left-hand screen, you're going to see total, the amount of people who have answered out of the total, and I guess it's 1 out of 1 because it's just Jen. We're going to hit this check mark, and it looks like she got it wrong. But that's okay because we just wanted to make sure it works. It obviously shows how many people got the answer wrong, and it can show how many people or percentage got it right. So now we're just gonna exit out of the question, and we're gonna show you guys where the gradebook is for professors. You're going to be able to check how your students have been doing and how they've been answering. It's important to note that students do get participation points, and you can easily change from correct, weight, and participation weight. So if you want to change it to not be 50-50, you completely can, but we're just gonna keep it for right now. And you can click on the details, and you can see the percentage of how people scored, as well as student involvement. We're gonna go back here, back to that grade book. And you can check on your students, how well, for instance, a student has scored. So this is Jen's scores right here in front of us. And you can also check on attendance. And because Jen and I have been doing a couple of these mock ones, you can tell that she's been in class March 21st, on April 3rd, and on April 5th. So that pretty much covers the main features of what Top Hat has to offer. Overall, this app is a great addition to making the classroom much more interactive. However, we do want to mention one of the main limitations of Top Hat, which is the difference between the browser version and the app version from the professor's perspective. Mainly, professors have to use the browser version to upload and edit material, in addition to viewing the gradebook. Even with these limitations, we still recommend Top Hat as a valuable teaching tool that is a great start to implementing the iPads within the School of Aviation. Yay!